everybody, and welcome to From Shambles to Shambhala. It seems a long time since we've been together, and now we're into spring. It's a beautiful morning this morning. No wind, just a nice, still, warm morning. You could be outside right from the beginning of the day, although the wind is picking up a little bit now as I speak. We are at the beautiful property of Harry at Ravens Ridge out in the Highlands, just outside Victoria. You can hear the birds singing in the background. It's just a beautiful spring day. The cherry blossoms are out here. It's just absolutely magnificent. Mother Nature in all her splendour. And we have moved in now to April, and at the very end of April, April the 30th, on the Saturday, we are into eclipse season. And just to explain eclipse season, it's when the nodes of the moon come into alignment with the new moon and the full moon. So we are now in the nodal axis of Taurus and Scorpio. North node in Taurus, south node in Scorpio. The north node is the direction in which we are going as a collective destiny, and the south node is where we have come from. So when the nodes are aligned with the moons of Taurus and Scorpio is when we get the eclipses. So on Saturday we've got a partial solar eclipse, the new moon, where the sun and moon come together, and the moon crosses between the earth and the sun to blot out the sun. But because they aren't precisely aligned, it's not a full solar eclipse, it's a partial solar eclipse. And to help you understand that, the nodes are roughly at 23-24 degrees of Scorpio and Taurus, and this new moon is at 10 degrees of Taurus. So you can see they're not precisely aligned. So in 2 weeks' time, on about May the 15th, we are going to have another eclipse, this time the full moon in Scorpio, with the sun in Taurus still. But then the moon and sun are going to be at the 23, 24, 25 degrees of those signs. So then we're going to be perfectly aligned with the nodal axis, so that's going to be a total lunar eclipse. And eclipses amplify and expand the energies of the normal new moon and full moon, which means then this next Saturday, the 30th of April, we're going to see an expansion of the energies of the new moon in Taurus, the sun and moon together. But they're also conjunct Uranus. And I'm just going to explain a little bit about the background here, because it will help you understand what's been happening over this last 2-year period. Because back in July 2020, Saturn and Uranus moved into this square alignment, which went on for the whole of year 2021, because the planets moved into different retrograde motions, so they kept crossing over each other. It was all happening at this 10 degrees. And so Saturn-Uranus square is all about transformation and change. Uranus is about your freedom, your future freedom, and Saturn is about breaking down of the old structures to set you free. So during this 18-month period, or even now 2-year period, everything's being shattered wide open for us to break open through everything. So now Uranus has moved on to 14 degrees, and now the sun and moon are at 10 degrees. So Uranus has moved on slightly. So now what we're being asked to do is to look very deeply into what we've learned over these last 2 years, and what do we fully value, because the new moon in Taurus is about building the new solid foundation for the future, having gone through this massive transformation over this last 2-year period. So now we're being asked to look at ourselves, see what's taken place, see what's been shattered wide open, see what has been changed, see what we still want to work with for our future self. Now on top of this, we are in this extraordinary opportunity right now where we have this Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces, and it was absolutely precise on April the 12th. Jupiter used to rule Pisces before Neptune was discovered. Neptune is the new ruler of Pisces, so these two together are really comfortable in Pisces. Pisces, Neptune, it's all about higher consciousness, spirituality. Jupiter's all about expansion. So we all have this wonderful opportunity while they are together conjunct to step into the highest expression of who we truly are. And then on Wednesday, April 27th, Venus comes and joins them in this conjunction. So now the divine feminine comes into play in this conjunction, and that energy of Venus is all about the divine feminine. It's all about love. It's about our loving relationships. It's about our highest values. And it's almost as if Venus herself is being enlightened as a result of this conjunction. So there is this wonderful opportunity for us to step together now into this conjunction, work deeply with the divine feminine to raise our own frequency to the highest that it can be, with tremendous support and help coming through from the higher realms. And for us then to set that intention in the new earth, in the new energies, grounding the energies in while we're still in Taurus. Taurus is all about solid, stable, grounded energy. So we want to take all of this Pisces, Neptune, Jupiter, Venus energy in the highest spiritual frequency that we can, and then ground it back into form to begin to co-create the new earth. And just a final comment is to realize that we are being shifted by Mother Earth herself through the Schumann resonance into a higher frequency of existence through her beingness, but also these incredible solar ejections coming down from on high. So we are being bombarded from below and from above to take us into a higher expression of who we really are. And it's really important to not get fearful or worried about that. You may find yourself waking up in the morning vibrating. You may find yourself becoming very forgetful and can't remember what you were going to do next, or forget things from the past. Because what we are doing is learning how to live in a higher frequency dimension. And so it's very important to stay grounded, stay present, don't worry, stay in your heart-centered loving process, and it will all take you to this higher frequency. Don't be surprised if you start having moments of absolute bliss and peace and joy. And I wish you well on this next phase of your journey.